Okay, first of all, thanks you guys to coming here in these final weeks. I know it's busy for you guys. Like, I messed up my calculus, but it's almost winter vacation. And let me remind you one thing is there is actually a really bad pneumonia happened in Wuhan, China, and so it's related to today's topic, vaccine. Can vaccine really ensure our health? It's a cliche stuff since you are from elementary school. You hear vaccine can cure people's life, can help people to defend the virus from your body. But it's really vaccine don't have any problem. There's a problem we are going to think and to discuss. So this PowerPoint is made by me, who's from Civil Engineer Department, and Chen Bozi from Medicine, who is a professional, and Zhang Yi from Environmental Engineer. Okay, so today's outline is introduction of vaccines, disadvantage of vaccines, life without vaccine, and conclusion. First, introduction of vaccine. So let me tell you how vaccine is made by. It's vaccine made by weakened samples of virus, antibiotic, and stabilizers. And the mechanism behind the vaccine is the white blood cell detect the deadly virus you injected by the vaccine, and the blood cell produce the antibiotic to defend those dead virus you injected, and thus the next time the real virus come to your body, like you impose in the public space and you met the virus, then your antibiotic can produce to defend those virus, and then it keep you health. So I'm going to tell you about the main topic today is the disadvantage of the vaccine. First, the side effects of HPV vaccine in Japan. This year's girls start to inject the HPV vaccine, and it happens some problems with Japanese young girls. They say they have chronic pneumonia, not pneumonia, chronic psychological problems. They feel sour from their whole bodies, and they are not alone actually. There's about 2,817 people around the world suffer these disease symptoms after receiving HPV, and diverse symptoms like chronic fatigue syndrome, so-called CFS, systematic pain, and mortal defiction, respiratory defiction, and psychological symptoms. This is all happens on the people who injected the HPV around the world. And why? The first is the pharmaceutical factory didn't do enough safety tests on the vaccine, and they want to make money. They just sell it without enough resistance backgrounds and cover up the truth to sell it. And the second problem is most of the vaccine invented in the Western countries, recent and Eastern countries. So for Japanese, Chinese, or Taiwanese, can really stop a problem from racist difference for vaccines test. And when people inject it, it gets problems. And these are just our speculations. Actually, cause is still in the heat bed. And the second problem of the vaccine is the transportation of vaccines. When vaccine is protein, they need a cold space to reserve it. And the temperature control supply chain is really important for your transportation of vaccine. It's called cold chain. Slight temperature change can alter their molecular structure, and it makes the vaccine ineffective and toxic. And a breakdown at any point in the chain can lead to time-consuming testing, recalls, and waste. Problem: globalization of healthcare, distance a product must travel is full of potential pitfalls. Insulin at containers which contains frozen water packs have been used to maintain stably cold temperatures. If frozen water packs are improperly conditioned and vaccine refrigerators are manufactured, vaccines may fall below the threshold to carry these vaccines. What will happen if vaccine lose its ability? For individual, you don't really know the vaccine is not working on your body. So maybe like you thought you have the antibiotic for like MERS, like SARS. So you go to those countries like Korea, China, but you don't really know if you have the antibiotic and you got the virus in your body, you got the disease. But for whole citizen, it's a bigger problem for guys. Vaccination shots of the whole world crowd is in vain, because it really don't work for people if there's not transportation in good situation. And all the citizens are in danger of lethal disease and epidemic disease. And is vaccine really so troublesome? Now, we're going back to talk about life without vaccines. In the 18th century, Black Plague struck Europe, and it swept out European life, about 30% of European dead. And due to lack of a vaccine, the European can't defend the virus from their body. And it's damaged the social health care in a very severe way. And they will have to spend more money to recover their social health care. Now, let's jump to the conclusion. First, vaccine is useful to prevent infectious disease. What we have to be aware is package insert, transportation, and please do serious checkup before you injected every vaccine. You have to check out the date it met, and you have to check out where it's produced, and also check out the news about how it works in every country around the world. Okay, that's it. So the first question for today is, what do we have to do before injected vaccines? Like I talked 30 seconds ago. Yeah, what you have to do?
We have to check the vaccine, whether it is okay or not. Like someone may be allergic to the vaccine or if it works in this country.
Yeah, if it's working or it has different problems on different races. Yeah, I see. Do you have any answer?
No.
You don't have. You have no idea? Okay, good. Okay, for the question one, I will say yes. You have to check out the package you got the vaccine, and you have to ask the doctor if there's got some proteins is allergic, and for some people it's to allergic not only the protein actually, it's some side effects from the vaccine. You have to ask the doctor first. Let me forget, so you have to ask. Okay, so second is, what is the disadvantage of vaccine may happen in the 21st century? Still happens.
The protein in vaccine may harm the body.
Not actually. For today, we didn't not really make sure for transportation in vaccine. Like bigger country in Canada, in China, it's really large continent for there to transportation one vaccine. So it's have to do a really serious checkup and the cold chain for the vaccine. Okay. You have answer.
Why is that spread?
Still, it can be solved in the future, maybe.
I don't know.
Just like I said in the question 1, is someone may be not appropriate for vaccine because they may get uncomfortable when they get this vaccine.
Okay, thanks for today's listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.